And I know that a lot of people in the community have been waiting for a long time, and so we're finally there. Thank you.
Three comments. One, it's unfortunate that this isn't a criticism of the First Amendment by any means, but it's unfortunate that case law, as it were, ties our hands in a situation like this, that we have to jump through legal procedural hoops to get to where we are. And again, that's not a criticism of judges who have made those decisions of the First Amendment, but it is somewhat frustrating when we have an issue like this that we cannot specifically focus on. I understand time, place, and manner, and we've done that through this ordinance, but comment number one. Number two, I'm concerned, and I share with some of the people who have commented about enforcement. And that's not a criticism of anybody, but I anticipate that we may have some enforcement problems, as you, Chief, commented on. If an individual is thought to be responsible for a chalked message that isn't erased by sunset, and that individual or those individuals are repeat chalkers that we know, and so they're cited, and we go to court and they say, I didn't do it. And if we don't have hard evidence, someone who is believed by the judge that, yes, I saw X or Y doing that chalking, or a photograph, enforcing that ordinance and getting the fine levied is going to be difficult, which puts an increased burden, I know, Chief, on your department, and not that you don't already have enough to deal with, but I would hope that your direction to your officers will be, we'll have, using maybe Councilmember Moss's soft rollout for a while, the education to begin with. But I would hope that we don't delay too long in citing folks and finding folks supported by appropriate convincing evidence if we have violations, because I anticipate, I hope I'm wrong, but my prediction is that we'll probably continue to have chalking that doesn't get erased by sunset or sundown. And so again, I'm sorry, Chief, your department's workload has increased substantially, but maybe initially, if there are some fines issued and payments having to be made, maybe we'll deal with the problem. Third and last comment, and I hope what I refer to, the information is wrong, but we council members have all received recently an email from a person referencing this chalking situation. And in that email, the person who sent it to all of us said that there is and identified a local church that has been supportive or helpful of, or whatever, this chalking. I hope that's wrong, because from my point of view, I think supporting the types of messages that are chalked, the offensive messages, we heard the word hypocrisy earlier this evening in a different context, but that to me would be the epitome of hypocrisy for a local church to be supporting, encouraging that type of chalking. So I'm hoping that that email message that we got from the person that we have all received is incorrect. And if it isn't, that church may have, I guess, something to answer for, but those are my comments. Any further comments from council before we entertain a motion? Councilmember Robbins.
Just a quick question. Is Pioneer Park considered part of the downtown core?
No, the only parks in the downtown are Heritage, the one out here that we call Crawford Park, which is now a transit station, and then the Walla Walla Plaza is so that Pioneer Park is outside of this area.
If it were to become necessary, because Pioneer Park is a major tourist destination and there are a lot of children that go to Pioneer Park, could we examine placing city parks under this ordinance or crafting an ordinance for it, because that is something that my constituents have been asking me about. And if we're going to do maintenance, we do have to make sure that high traffic areas receive maintenance as well.
I can look at that in the future, but I can't do that now. It's, just for the downtown area alone, it's been hundreds of hours. And so, and we have to be able to justify it in terms of showing that we have a sufficient governmental interest. And so I don't know that we can expand it beyond that. I'm comfortable and confident in our regulations for our downtown for the reasons I've stated in it. But at this point in time, I don't want to give any kind of indication that we have, the documentation and that to expand it beyond that. So that's my answer for now.
I appreciate the answer and I understand where you're coming from. I just would urge you to put that on the radar, and that needs to be something researched down the road.
Any further questions, comments? What is the pleasure of council with respect to ordinance 2025-01 to add section 8.05.120 to the Walla Walla Municipal Code regarding downtown chalking cleanup requirements and taking such further action needed therewith?
Your Honor, I move that we approve ordinance 2025-01, adding section 8.05.120 to the Walla Walla Municipal Code regarding downtown chalking cleanup requirements and taking such further action needed therewith, as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Motion carries unanimously.